everybody.
Hello.
We're back for Thursdays at 3,
What?
August 17th.
August 7th.
We don't have a t-shirt cannon.
No.
Guess what today is?
August 17th.
Yes.
Okay. Oh gosh, put me on the quiz.
It's not personal. It's one of those national days.
Oh, it's a national day.
Yeah.
I do know that yesterday was National Joke Day.
Oh.
Because we got some good jokes from Kyle Gibson at Charlie and the Chocolate Factory.
Oh, nice. I bet you
did. August 17th, it's a national day.
It's a national day. I just discovered this today at my Panhandle Gives training.
Oh, is it national? No, it's not National Giving Day. A national, I don't know.
National Nonprofit Day.
What? National Nonprofit Day?
Guess
today?
What we are?
We're
a national nonprofit.
That's right, we are. As many of my cast or academy kids would know, they'd be like, Mr. Jason, it's hot. And I'm like, yeah, we're nonprofit. We're not putting the air on until we have people who are paying audiences here.
That's a good response to that.
Yeah. Or they'll be like, why don't we have a blah, blah, blah? Because we're nonprofit. That's what I say. It's usually my go-to answer.
Get used to it, kids.
That's awesome that today's National Profit Day.
I wish we would have known that ahead of time. We could have done like a little thing.
Donate to us today.
It's another special day today, though, because it's preview.
Yeah, preview night.
Into the Rainbow.
That's right, show day. There's nothing like a show day. It's, oh my gosh, so much fun. But okay, wait, real quick. You said you were at Panhandle Gives training.
Yes.
How was that today?
So Raquel Moraski and myself went to Panhandle Gives training all day today at the Amtech Academy, which is, if you haven't been over there,
no, I have not.
It is state of the art over there. It is beautiful. Wow. It is stunning. It is gorgeous. We love it over there. It was such a great place to host something like this. And it was a lot of information. I'm like, I literally walked in the door and came and did Thursdays at 3 with Jason, but it was great.
Good.
Really great. It was a lot of info, and it was cold in there, which is why I'm wearing a dumb sweater in this heat. I still can't get rid of the cold.
No, I love it. Yeah. So be on the lookout. Panhandle Gives. It'll be in November. We'll have another great ALT campaign. More information will be coming y'all's way about how you can donate through Panhandle Gives.
We're gonna hit you guys up. Yeah, we're gonna hit you guys up because right after. So it starts the Monday before Thanksgiving and goes through Giving Tuesday.
Gotcha.
The following Tuesday after Thanksgiving. Cool. And so even if it's just $5, I'm telling you, we're gonna start now. We want your help. Yeah, it's gonna be great.
I love it.
Yeah.
But you're right. Today's performance, production night with End of the Rainbow coming up. Yeah. We have a great guest on today. It's going to be a lot of fun. It's going to be a
lot of fun. Okay, again, we say this every week, but a ton of stuff going on at ALT right now. Academy registration started on Monday at 10 a.m. And from what we hear, it was incredibly busy.
Busy.
Very busy.
Thank you for all who were trying to register online. I mean, it was at 10 o'clock when everyone jumped on. The system kind of went, And
Did it really?
And then I was like, okay, we're good. We know how to do this. And so we got through it. But so thank you guys for being patient with that. But yeah, registration classes are filling up left and right. There's still some great classes available. Like the costuming class. Like, oh my gosh, I wish I could take that class.
Take Carrie's costuming class.
Yeah, there's so many classes I'm really excited about. So if you haven't already done so, check out the website, of course, amarillo.littletheater.org/academy. That's that homepage there. And you can click on that fall class schedule and you can see all the great classes. And there's classes for adults.
There's classes for adults even. So there's we say it all the time. There's no excuse not join the academy, even if you're a grown-up.
Yeah.
So, take some classes. It sort of desensitizes you a little bit. I mean, I still get crazy nervous and I've been auditioning almost my whole life, but it desensitizes you a little bit to the whole being on stage experience, and you meet so many cool people.
Yeah, so true. And don't forget, we have scholarships available, tons of great opportunities for people to take classes here at ALT. So check out, give us a call, come by the box office, get registered.
Oh, and I should put a little banner up for that so you guys know how to do that. You can.
Yes. 806-355-9991 right over there. Mm-hmm. And then, of course, visit the website, amarillo.org. Not .com. Don't forget, our theater is spelled R-E.
The correct way, as someone said.
Yes. No ER for us. We're not an emergency room. We're the theater.
We've sent people to the emergency room.
Yeah, true. Yes.
But not lately.
No. It's been years.
That's good. Also, coming up on Monday.
I can't believe it's already this Monday.
I know, it's crazy.
It's insane that it's this Monday.
the Academy Open House, guys. The Academy Open House is coming Monday, the 21st, here at the Alan Shankles main stage at 5:00 p.m. There are going to be door prizes. You can meet your instructors, and the biggest draw of all, the season
reveal. Mr. Harrison's going to reveal the season.
You want to be there for that.
It's going to be pretty cool. It's going to be pretty cool. The cool thing too, I mean, I'm telling you, when Carrie and Harrison come up with a party, they go all out. Right now in the lobby are the door prizes. I saw the kind of, I'm not going to give anything away, but there's some door prizes they'll be giving out. Let's just say Carrie Huckabee knows how to dress a mannequin. There's going to be where you can purchase past shirts from past shows.
I will be doing that.
Some new merchandise as well, some new T-shirts that are going to be there, and some new stickers, things like that. But in the lobby right now, I'm like,
I haven't
what?
been in there.
Oh, just wait till you see
Guess where I'm going after this.
The Aladdin genie shirt with how she like it looks so good. It looks so good. It looks so good. So yeah, they are doing awesome with that. But yeah, last night, in fact, in rehearsal, some of our academy students were like, "Come on, Mr. Jason, like, just tell us the season." Like, they were trying to get out of me. And so
out of him?
Yeah.
Are you kidding?
So I was like, okay, come gather. And I was like, I'll tell you. I was like, you cannot tell Mr. Harrison. I'm going to tell you. And they were like, okay. And I was like, I hear you're going to do a play. And then I think there's going to be a musical. And they dropped face and literally were like, we're done with you. Old man, get out of here.
Yeah.
So,
we've got some comments.
Absolutely the correct way about spelling.
Yes. Yeah. It is the correct way. Thank you, Carla.
Thank you, Carla.
Yeah. And Harrison, hoping to hire Yeah. Get in line.
I was going to say, listen here, freshman.
Get out of here. Seniority. Jason before me.
I have always joked that I just want like a paper doll of Carrie that I can just do different costumes on all the time.
Like totally though.
Yeah. And hair.
And of course
I just want to braid her hair.
Yeah, that goes without saying, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
In fact, I have definitely joked with her how she should be in Les Mis just so I can be the such pretty hair, such pretty hair.
You'd never get through it.
I wouldn't. I'd be like, such pretty, and then giggle and scurry away. Yeah. That'll be that. Who knows? Maybe that's the new Academy reveal. Is that it's going to be the Jason and Carrie Les Mis 2-person production.
Hello, special event. I think we would raise $1 million. What is wrong with us? Guess what show is coming up next?
What?
Here at the main stage. Rolled?
Yeah.
Is that how I just want to make sure we're saying it right. That would be embarrassing. Roald Dahl's Charlie and the Chocolate Factory.
That's right.
Deep in rehearsals.
Oh my gosh, yes.
How are you doing?
Rehearsals are going great, but also it's like, oh my gosh, we open very soon. So we're all kind of stepping into gear, getting stuff ready. Velvet just left a little bit of while ago, Velvet Night, working on props. We're working on costumes. Tiffany Lowers is pulling stuff, and we're trying things on left and right.
I can't wait to see the costumes.
Yeah, in fact, Oompa Loompas, I think, have a costume fitting today. Charlie Bucket started trying stuff on. Wonka started trying stuff on, so that was really, really cool. And then, just gathering tons of props and figuring out, like, okay, what do we have to build? I have a meeting tomorrow with a videographer that we are hoping to do some projection video work in the show a little bit. And cool. Dennis Humphrey's also working on some projections, and I got to get him lists of that. It's just a lot of things I need to get done. So, yeah.
Anyway, let's move on so you don't have to sit and think about that. Speaking of Charlie, there is a volunteer work call this Saturday. We need a team and 5 painters.
Come on down.
Yes.
And really, honestly, like, come on down. Like, let us know if you can come. Basically, we have a lot of building to do. We're actually going to get a lot more stuff painted than I thought. We also may be building some props, some candy prop type things. Ooh. If I can get what I need to get done in time for Saturday.
You can.
I will. Yeah, I'll make it happen.
So you can volunteer by emailing Lissa at Amarillo-Little-Theater, REtheater.org, not COM. Or call the box office and we'll get you set up. But get in touch so that we can feed you. Yeah,
we just need to know how many people are coming around lunchtime, so that way our amazing volunteers who do provide our lunch can go, oh, we have enough lunch for everyone.
Yeah.
Even if you can just come for an hour, like it's going to start about 9:30, but you're like, Jason, I can't be there till 1. Great.
It's not an all-day commitment.
No, come at 1 and paint till 2, or come at 10:30 and leave at noon, or come at 9:30 and stay all day.
Which we prefer, of course, but you
do
great.
You.
Yeah, just whatever your day holds, just maybe squeeze us in just a little bit.
Nonprofit day today. Volunteer.
Yeah. There's also a volunteer happy hour.
What?
Clear your calendars,
Clear
folks.
it.
August 30th at 5:30 p.m. in the Turk lobby. We want to celebrate you.
Yes.
Or
all
if
of the
you're brand
volunteers.
new, yes, we want to celebrate you, or we want to add you into the fold. So come get a little snack, get a drink, and hear about everything we have to offer you here and meet some new cool people. Don't be intimidated. Just
No.
come on and join us.
And this is performers who volunteer. These are people who, if you're ushering or concession or you work, you paint, whatever you do. And the great thing is, all of you who I know are watching who are like, yeah, I'm good. I've been there a long time. Guess what? Come, but bring a friend. Bring a friend going, hey, you have always said you want to come help. Come meet my people. Come, let's get a little drink, a little food. Come meet all these crazy fun people. And they're going to let you know where you can sign up to help out, maybe with Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, or come volunteer to usher for, the next show that we have. Just bring a friend. Let's grow our family tree even more so.
We want to see some new faces around here.
Yeah.
On stage, off stage, everything in between. We want to grow, like Jason said, grow this big family. So
and even
bring a friend.
We'd love to see old faces with new faces. So if you want to bring Botox, bring it on down.
There is no judgment around
No.
here. Okay.
So
Look,
if
we
you're
all
like,
have
listen,
to do what we have to do.
I'm an older face, but it's a newer face on me. I turned 40 this year. I'm like, maybe. The other day I was looking at my forehead and I was like, why are there lines there before I even did a scowl?
Well, and theater people especially, because we're so expressive.
Very true.
Are you kidding? Like,
I just want to lean back on everything. Yeah.
How's this? Looking good.
That's going to be the still shot that we use for your outro. It's just that right there. It's going to be great. But come. It's going to be the 30th again, right after work. Come on down. About an hour and a half.
Just some wind down after the day.
With some wine.
Wind down with some wine.
Come on.
It'll be great. It'll be fun.
Yeah.
We also want to talk a little bit about memberships.
Okay.
You can still become a donating member, correct?
Yes, you can.
Yes. And we wanted to talk to you specifically about this Angel membership.
Ooh,
okay.
Tell us more.
Brett and I are Angel members. $350. Okay. I know that's a lot and not everybody can do that. I totally understand. But it's a $50 tax write-off.
Okay.
You can exchange your tickets by noon the day of the show.
Okay.
No fees. They're transferable. And it basically, according to Joe and Lissa, it basically amounts to $15 seats for what are now $30 musical tickets.
What?
That's 50% off.
You're basically getting half off tickets for that. That's fantastic.
Yeah, I'm going to put that graphic up again for you guys to take a look at.
And the cool thing too with these memberships, you get a week before the obviously like the public, your regular memberships and stuff like that. But I believe our upper levels even get a week before that.
Yeah, they do.
Which is awesome. So 2 weeks before the public, come on, to reserve the seats that you want.
Mm-hmm.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
It's really worth every penny, especially when you consider that hefty musical ticket discount since our prices went up this year.
Mm-hmm.
So you're really getting a good deal with that. So I would consider that if you're able to. That would be a great.
And you get a really cool donating member card. It's a pretty cool card that you get in the mail.
I wish I had my purse down here. I would show it to you.
It's
pretty very, very cool. It's a laminated card. I mean, it's a little, you're going to be a part of an exclusive.
Gotta be inclusive. All the good things.
Yeah, we like to be inclusive, but there are some little exclusive opportunities for you if you want to donate certain amounts of money and, help us out a little
Help us out. Nonprofit Day.
Come on. NPD.
We're cold.
Please. We're actually burning up. So hot today. Okay, so End of the Rainbow. I'm going to put our beautiful, look at that gradient. Are you kidding? Look at that. I cannot wait to see this show. We're seeing it on Saturday. I'm so excited. Yeah.
I've seen one rehearsal and then I've seen the end of the show twice. Because after Charlie and Chocolate Factory, I've seen the end of the rainbow twice now. I run after rehearsal and run out and catch the end scenes, and man, it's so good. The end especially, it's so well done. Ben Burke has done a phenomenal job directing this production, and we have a great guest today for talk about the show.
Today we are going to be chatting with Jacob Miller.
What?
Yes. He is the music director for End of the Rainbow. I know you guys have all seen him on stage right and left around this place. But he's a music director and he's in it.
Double duty. What?
No, let's talk to Jacob Miller.
Jacob!
Hi, Jacob Miller.
Hello.
How are you doing?
I'm well. Thanks for having me.
Yeah.
I'm so excited to have you.
You look well, sir. You look well. You always look well. Good job.
I appreciate that, as to the both of you.
Whatever you're doing, keep doing it.
I will.
And then sell it. And make some money off of it.
I was telling him earlier how studious and professional he looks.
I know.
I mean,
I like how. Wait, Jacob, are you in your office?
I am.
like studious books, like reader of all the things. Mine are just playbills. Like, look at the theater I've seen. What?
Oh, look at that panoramic
okay.
view.
Wow.
Anyway.
So are you in your office or Annika's office?
It's my office.
This
Yeah.
is Jason's
Okay.
office. Yeah, I'm crashing for
Mine just
a little
has
bit.
the playbills that I have seen of shows that I've
In
seen.
the order in which he's seen them. They're
Well, I appreciate that.
I do
Yeah.
too.
You
It's
know,
very organized.
the pandemic. It's
Yeah, I
red-
like
It
that.
had nothing to no. Jason never has nothing to do. We all know that. I'm gonna put our marketing director up real quick. She made a comment. Happy Nonprofit Day, y'all.
Woo-hoo! Happy Nonprofit
Happy
Day.
Nonprofit Day, my friend.
Jacob, did you know that ALT was a nonprofit?
I did.
Good job. Good job knowing that.
Very
knowledge.
good.
Mhm.
Very
I
good.
too work for a nonprofit,
It's true.
That's
Remind us your nonprofit.
First Christian Church.
That's right.
Mhm.
Which it's funny because you don't think about churches being nonprofit. I mean, they are, but you kind of
yeah.
forget about that.
Well, we do at least.
But we run the air conditioner over here.
Jacob has feelings. He's gonna listen.
Yeah, he's like, listen, I'm gonna run that AC, which is we're gonna office over there now. Get that AC.
You know, we're right around the corner from each other.
True, very
That's
true.
true.
Yeah, we should go visit more often. Very true.
Jacob, is this your first time music directing at ALT?
Yes.
Happy first time music directing.
Thank you.
How's that been for you?
It's been a lot of fun. I've
Yeah?
enjoyed it. Yeah.
Oh, that's good. I want to
And
talk.
I have one singer, so I mean, it's been pretty easy.
Yeah.
One singer, but you also have the band. We should.
The band, that's true. That's true. Mhm.
Yeah, been leading the band and different things like that. The other time that you've been involved, obviously, in a musical at the Adventure Space, in a musical not directing, but more of a. I mean, it was / a little bit of a performance, but not as. Basically, the last time we saw you playing a piano on the Adventure Space, at least not in the band, was the critically acclaimed production of Into the Woods as Cow Number 2.
That's true.
That's how I
played
remember
cow and played the piano in the Into Woods. That was one of the most memorable productions I was a part of. So
It was so fun, and I
That's
love
so
that you
good.
have that. If we proof the bios, I love that you have that in your bio. I appreciate
I'm very
that.
proud of that.
Yes, it was so good.
Yeah,
So
you
good.
should be. You should be
Yeah.
very proud of that.
Yeah, it's awesome.
I do want to talk a little bit about your musical pedigree.
Okay.
Can you talk to us a little bit about your training and, the degrees that you hold and things of that nature? Because I think people would be interested in hearing that.
Sure. I have a bachelor's of music. It's I keep chasing rabbits. I don't know whether to look at myself, look at you, or look at my camera.
You look wherever you want to
wherever
look.
you want.
I'm going to look at y'all because it's
The
easier.
people can deal with it.
We're nonprofits. We don't know where to look, but we just provide content.
Really quickly, Jacob, before you go into what you were going to say, I want to put up this comment real quick from Barb. Come to
Yay.
volunteer night. Seniors get out and do something good for mental health, and without the arts, no soul.
Amen, Barb. Amen.
Barb.
One of our awesome volunteers there. We love you, Barb.
Thank you, Barb. Okay, Jacob, talk to us about your musical pedigree.
Okay. I went to Baylor for 2 degrees, a Bachelor of Music and a Master of Music. Those were both in church music with a piano performance concentration. And while I was working on my master's, I was working as the pianist for the Baylor musical theater group. And so that's kind of how I got my start. I was the rehearsal pianist for She Loves Me back in early aughts, late 90s, something like that, when I was at Baylor. And just stuck with it. And then I went to Texas Tech and got my doctorate in conducting. And my emphasis was opera and musical theater.
So you're somewhat qualified.
Listen, we went through this whole resume thing just to see if you could be like Cow Number 2. We were like,
Excuse me.
2 degrees. Okay. Oh, now. Oh, a third now. Okay. You'll get a call back for Cow Number 2.
Well, I used to music. I haven't done a whole lot of music directing here in Amarillo, but in all the other cities I've lived in, I did quite a lot. So I think this is like 34th or 35th production.
Wow.
Wow, that's amazing.
And Jacob, I kind of didn't realize. Should we be calling you Dr. Jacob?
Well, I'm not going to correct you, but I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
I'm gonna start calling you Dr. Jacob. Dr.
Miller.
Jacob.
Paging Dr.
I'm
Miller.
just kidding.
Dr. Miller
And
to
the tale
stage.
of Dr. Miller. It happened. It happened. That's so cool. Congratulations. Belated
you.
congrats.
Yeah, very belated congrats on your very stacked resume.
But as a kid, did you always want to do this? Were you always involved in music, or was it something that you just kind of found more so out of high school into college?
Well, I didn't know I was going to make a career out of music, but I started piano lessons when I was 7 and
Wow.
was in marching band and I'm church organist and sang in the choir. So I've always been heavily involved with music, but it didn't really turn a bell on in my head until I was in high school.
Gotcha.
You know, I could make a career of doing this.
Yeah.
What instrument did you play in the marching band?
I was baritone.
Wow.
Euphonium.
Wait, baritone. What?
Euphonium. Another word.
Oh. But I don't even know what a euphonium is.
It's like a little miniature tuba.
Yeah.
Oh.
They're difficult to play from what I hear.
Yeah, you know,
You
it's
have to
one
get
of
your
those,
mouth like
yeah.
just right too.
Yeah, like that.
Whenever you said that, I was like, what? Like, I thought you just were in the marching band singing as a baritone, like, oh, like, I was like, I don't think that's
could
being in the marching band.
Dr. Miller could definitely be heard over the marching band
Yes.
without a mic. Okay?
Oh, 100%.
I was drum major.
You were drum major.
Wow.
What? Last bow. Holla.
Hang on. We got to add that.
Yeah.
1 second.
You might be able to be count number 1.
This
after-
resume is like stapled together. There's so many pages.
That's awesome. You're a drum major.
That's so cool.
Where did you go to high school?
Tarkington High School, north of Houston.
Oh.
I grew up in East
Ah,
Texas.
yes. Tarkington? Is that what you said?
Uh-huh.
Jacob, or Dr. Jacob, you could just be saying words right now and we would believe you.
Like, yes, Tarkington.
Oh, yes.
The Fighting Bears.
Yeah, right. They have a great Trader Joe's. I just feel like everywhere has a great Trader Joe's.
Except here.
Except Amarillo, sadly. Yeah. That's so cool, though, that you just knew that you wanted to be in some aspect of music. And then remind us how, again, you found ALT.
Yeah.
Yeah. Right before I moved to Amarillo, I was thinking about, I was making a choice. Well, anyway, I won't go back that far. When I moved to Amarillo, Jennifer Akins is the pianist here at my church. And she knew that I was involved in musical theater. And when I first moved here, it will be 8 years next year.
Wow.
I told her, I said, oh, I'm so worried. It's going to take me so long to get into the theater scene. And she's like, I can help you. So she asked me to play for Mary Poppins auditions. So that was my first entrance into ALT. So
I was going to say, that's where I remember you as like magic circles of Mary Poppins, talking to you and stuff like that. And then shortly after that, it was I Love You, You're Perfect Now Change that you were going to play for and then audition for and then were on stage for. And you just kind of got thrown in the deep end and we're like, swim, doctor, swim.
ALT has a way of doing that. They just kind of
rope
you in.
I love that. That's so cool that that was your first show and that you stuck around, that you were like, yep, I like this place.
We're very grateful that you did.
Absolutely. Yeah, I love it.
So End of the Rainbow is not technically a musical, correct?
No.
But it has plenty of music in it.
Mm-hmm. So it's like a play. I think the technical word would be it's a play with incidental music.
Because basically there's concert elements in this show where we see Judy Garland perform in different kind of concert settings or different concerts at the same location in London. And the cool thing is that you are a part of that, those elements with the concert, because you in the play Anthony, who is her or her pianist, basically.
Right.
Does he have a relationship outside of being her pianist? Does he have like any type of friendship or anything with Judy that we should know about?
Oh, yes. They're very good friends, and they've been friends for many years.
Cool.
And is your character based on an actual person, or is it just kind of a collective?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, a collective person.
It represents all of her pianists.
Yeah.
So he's fictional.
Okay. Kind of an amalgamation of. all her different. Okay, very cool. I want to put up some pictures that we have from the show.
Oh, I like that one.
I know. You can see Jacob there in the back. Is that you, Jacob, in
Yeah.
the background?
That's me, Annika.
Oh my gosh, I don't even recognize you. Wow. Very, very cool. And then here's another one.
Joshua Gibson Rourke, of course, plays Mickey Deans, Judy Garland's newest fiance.
I was going to tell Annika, well, that's me too. Don't you recognize me?
You make a great phone. I couldn't tell. Man, look how you contort your body to look like a telephone of the 60s. Wow.
I'm very impressed.
Good job, doctor.
Oh, look at that.
Yeah, those eyes. Oh
Look
my gosh.
at her eyes, my word. I'm so excited to see this show. Okay, last one. Oh, look at that. Look at this set.
Yeah, the
I
set's
still
really
haven't
cool.
been over there to see
Oh,
it.
you
I'm
haven't?
going to save it.
Yeah,
I'm going to
yeah.
save it till I walk in
The
and
set's
see
so
it.
cool.
Yeah.
I love the set.
Yeah. Gosh, that's so cool. Okay, we've got some comments. I'm going to go to the comments here.
Oh.
Oh, Gabe.
Gabe says he's going to be
He's going to be at the volunteer happy hour.
Gabe, will you also be potentially Saturday work call? We need some builders, Gabe. Gabe.
Let us know.
Okay.
Okay, thanks, Gabe. Jen Akins. He's the Reverend Dr. Jacob.
Wow.
It's a mouthful.
What?
That's actually the actual title. So
That is how, like, if people were going to introduce you on a award show, they would say, Reverend Dr. Jacob.
no.
The Academy Award
Yes.
goes to
No.
For cow number 2 in the performance of Into the Woods. That's awesome. Reverend Dr. Jacob Miller. Wow. That's a lot of names.
Lissa, you may call him Dr.
Dr. Miller. Dr. Miller. I like it. I like it. Fun fact, Jacob's spelling skills. Oh.
I want to get into this. Can you talk to us a little bit? A lot of people may not know that Reverend Dr. Jacob Miller is an avid gardener.
Yeah, you got a green thumb. You don't have a green thumb. You have a whole green arm. Your whole arm is green, basically.
Well, it's a fun little hobby.
How did you get into that?
I've been gardening since high school. My parents are gardeners.
Okay.
So I got into it and had a vegetable garden all during high school, which I know, loser. But I just
you're good about committing to, like, when you're committed in high school, longevity for you.
Yeah.
You're like, well, I'm gonna do music. I'm gonna garden. Like, good job.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so I enjoy it. It's a fun hobby.
Do you have a favorite vegetable? Is this like picking your favorite children? Like, do you have a favorite vegetable to garden, to plant?
Well, it's not a vegetable, but pumpkins are my favorite edible food to grow. So.
Okay. Are they difficult to grow?
Oh, I don't think so.
Well, yeah, not for you.
Well,
there's not much that's difficult for you.
My fake little plant died, and I was like, "How does this fake plant die?" Well, I thought it was a succulent. Which I think succulents are real plants.
Yeah.
But apparently they are, and apparently they do need water at some point in
Eventually
their lives.
they do. Yeah.
This is my proof of where my.
Oh.
That was where my succulent was. No longer.
Reverend Doctor, what do you think? How's he doing?
Oh, I think we should call it.
Yeah,
I basically have the tomb that it was in.
The tomb,
Yeah.
I would like to know, is there anything we should be thinking about if we want to plant something now to enjoy in the fall? Is it time to start doing that?
Mm-hmm.
And what should we plant?
Early September, pansies, mums, violas, cabbages, like decorative cabbages. Those are all items that will last you.
But those we said pansies.
Viola.
My nickname in college. Just kidding.
Mums, that's me now.
Yeah, mums. Okay, yeah.
Not mums.
Perfect.
That's good to know that you can still do some planting right now. I don't think I knew that.
And pansies, at least in my experience, will last all through the winter. They're very hardy, given their name. Yeah. They're very strong little flowers.
It's so interesting that you have such knowledge in this, because also your fellow co-star, Joshua Gibson Rourke, of course, has his landscaping.
Right. He's like a professional gardener.
But I bet like all of you could just like, it'd be fun to get you guys all
join forces.
Yeah.
Right. Well, we've had many conversations about.
I was going to ask that.
Yeah.
We need to get a show at the Adventure Space or main stage that's something with gardening and like plants and stuff that we have you guys just go to town on a set for us.
Oh my gosh, what if we had like some type of ALT farmers market type situation set up where all of the ALT volunteers who have these side hobbies that they are just obsessed with, and they have little booths, and people can go around.
By a Reverend Jacob, Reverend Dr. Jacob
Miller Pumpkin,
Heimer Smith, whatever all the names. Oh, you have so many names. But yeah, what about Pumpkin? Although Jacob, you're really good. You will bring vegetables or stuff to rehearsals and just like give to the people.
I just like to give it away.
Yeah, that's very kind of you.
That is very kind of you.
Yeah.
So you're philanthropic too.
That's true.
Hang on. Page 5.
Jacob, with I mean, I have to say this real quick. With all of that you do at the theater, with all your gardening as well, you also have the most adorable dog.
Oh, I do. Walter
is adorable. I don't know how you don't have just basically a social media account on Walter and like flying all over the country promoting him in like some magazine covers or some sort of Instagram fame. I mean, he is adorable.
I appreciate. He's 3 years old, and I do think he's quite one of the cutest little pugs I've ever seen. And he's very sweet.
Is he okay with you doing a show, or is he like where are you going down?
Well, he's kennel trained, and it's getting takes a little longer to get him to go to his kennel right now. So
yeah.
Normally he's very obedient, but now he just kind of stands there and looks at me and he's like, "Dad, we've been doing this a lot lately."
Yeah.
Oh, buddy.
He's like, "I don't think you should do a show for a while."
Okay, we have a comment from Gabe.
Oh, good.
He answered us, Jason.
Okay, good. He said he'll be here. This Saturday is correct. Yes.
9:30.
This Saturday, next Saturday, probably the Saturday after, Gabe.
Clear your weekend.
Just help us out, Gabe. Saturdays, it'd be great. We love you, Gabe.
Thank you so much. Oh my gosh. Well, tell us more about how the process of End of the Rainbow has been for you. We've been asking cast members, and we asked this of Ben too. What's the process? But you've done a lot of shows at ALT. I'm curious how this compares.
Well, it's been very different because I primarily do musicals. So this is the first time I've had, for me personally, to have this much dialogue to retain. And someone told me, well, you can memorize Sweeney Todd. Like, this shouldn't be anything. But the difference is when you're singing, at least I find it's so much more easier to memorize when you're putting words to music than when you're just speaking.
Yeah.
So that's been difficult, but fun and a good challenge. And it's been a good process. There's just 5 of us in the show with 3 of us that are in the majority of the scenes. So you get through a lot of material quickly every night, and you can spend a lot of time on it. So
I really enjoy doing Adventure Space shows with small casts.
Me too, Annika. I love Adventure Space shows. Some of my fondest memories are at the Adventure Space.
Me too.
And then we should mention, this is your first play at the Adventure Space, but not your first play because you were in, of course, Little Women several seasons ago.
I was
on the main stage as well. So I think it's gonna be fun for people to see you in a play that you don't sing. I mean, you don't sing in the show. Yes, there's some musical elements. You play the piano, and you, of course, have been the music director for the band. So in some ways too, is that kind of nice where you aren't maybe as Jacob coming to the theater, you're not having to necessarily worry about, okay, where's my voice at today? Have I warmed up? Have I done all the things to make sure my voice quality is there? I mean, with this one, you just go over your lines a little bit more, or because you have more dialogue in this show, or this and that. Like, what's your prep work when it comes to coming to the theater?
It's very funny you mention that because Joshua and I were having that same conversation last night. He was eating some kind of trail mix, something or another. And I said, if this was a musical, I wouldn't even go near that 10 minutes before a show. I would have already done multiple exercises for my voice. But I'm like, for this? Just, and we're ready to go.
He's like Judy Garland back there.
We're like, who's slurping this?
Vocal preparation. So
like Eskimo hut.
Yeah, exactly. Who's gargling with
Reverend-
milk?
Reverend Dr. Jacob Miller's at it again. The tape is broken.
There is a bar on our set.
I'm gonna laugh when you
The
just
bottle.
audition for plays from now on. You're like, no more musicals. I want to
I
Awesome.
didn't
keep
get
my
done.
stomach.
I don't want to do an hour of prep work before I
Yeah.
go up there for the
Right.
performance. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, and it's funny too. I mean, we hear this from a lot of our volunteers where plays, not necessarily that they're easier. I mean, Joe, oh my gosh, all the elements that she has pulled together for her performance and this and that. But there are some people who are like, oh, there's less, rehearsals because there's no dance rehearsals on the weekends, or there's less, this and that. And so, you're not having a stretch because you're about to do a 2.5 minute tap number or whatever. Like, and so there's different dynamics when it comes to plays and musicals for sure. But then at the adventure space, I mean, it's right there. I mean, you guys will have audiences right there. And of course, you've done I Love You, You're Perfect, Not Change, Fun Home shows like that in the past. So you're well aware of that. In fact, I think everyone in your show has been a part of a show at the adventure space. Joe certainly has, of course.
Oh, yeah.
You and Joshua, Bobby Schaefer, who also plays 2 small roles in the show, has been in numerous shows at the adventure space. Caitlin as well. Of course, Caitlin last year, Gibson was in Significant Other, her most recent adventure space production. And so that's kind of nice as well when you have a full cast that has been involved in shows over there, so you kind of know how you got to be over there, how you got to kind of perform and at angles and stuff like that, where you're probably gonna have you're back to an audience member at some point, but it's okay at the adventure space. And that's
Right.
exciting for sure. That's awesome. I love that.
Lissa says, woohoo, Gabe. Don't throw a party for Gabe yet because he's going to be out of town.
The following two?
following
So
two
just this Saturday,
Saturdays.
Gabe?
It's
By-
okay, Gabe. Thank you so much for being there this Saturday.
By out of town, do you mean you're just going to Canyon to work on our show? Remotely?
He's going to work remotely. He's going to build in his garage somewhere.
Somewhere. It's okay, Gabe. But hopefully, Gabe, you're coming to see End of the Rainbow also.
Yeah.
And we hope everyone who's watching is going to come see End of the Rainbow because it's going to be an amazing show. I want to ask you, Jacob, how has it been working with Ben? Not a lot of times we have people who have been able to work with different directors or new directors. And so, of course, this is a new director to you and to ALT as well. How has that been?
Ben is a really great, cheerful guy, and he is a walking Judy Garland encyclopedia. It's in our play. She talks about a lot of things that are real and really happened, but if you didn't know her history, you would think maybe it's just part of the play. But actually, no. And then Ben will say, "Well, she said this because of this, or she said this because of this." So he knows all the ins and outs and all the interviews that are quoted and stuff like that. So that's been extremely helpful to dive into this world since he's been so invested in it his whole life. And he's just a very generous, kind guy. So it's been a great process.
I think it's so fantastic. It always seems to work out this way at ALT, where the right people show up at the right time.
Yeah.
Don't you feel that way?
Agreed.
How lucky that Ben was available to direct the show and that he happens to be a walking Judy Garland encyclopedia. I just think that's so great.
Very, very, very true. Very true. How much did you know about Judy Garland, Jacob, before the show?
Very little.
Very little?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I mean, probably, just very little. I'll admit that I haven't even seen many of her films, so.
You don't watch Meet Me in St. Louis every holiday season?
I know I do.
I feel like there are times when Jacob and Ben and I would start talking about the show and we get just like lost on a Judy Garland tangent where I was like, well, and this part of the thing, whenever she, does this number with Margaret O'Brien. And
so
like,
you knew.
You're a big fan too?
I will say, I don't want to say I'm a big fan of Judy Garland. I am, certainly. Not like a huge fan like Ben or other people where they know details about her. But I mean, I grew up watching Meet Me in St. Louis. Of course, we all, I feel like, grew up watching Wizard of Oz for sure. But then got introduced to Star is Born and things like that at a later life. But I mean, literally, Meet Me in St. Louis is one of my absolute favorite movies. And so kind of knew her from that and then figured out, oh my gosh, Vincent Minnelli, who directed that, was who she married. And then that's where Liza Minnelli came from. And then I remember watching Grease 2 and Lorna Luft. They were like, yeah, that's Judy Garland's daughter. And I was like, what? Blew my mind. So yeah, just those fun facts of random things about Judy for sure. I'm obsessed with. So in such tragic life with all this stuff. I mean, the movie Judy, that Renee Zellweger, of course, won the Academy Award for, which the source materials is based off of the same as this play. I thought, I remember watching that going, oh my gosh, this is fantastic, and how tragic, and things like that. There was also, if Ben was here, he'd be able to chime in, but there was a made for TV movie that was a great made for TV movie about Judy Garland. And oh my gosh, I cannot think of her name right now. I saw her, Tammy Blanchard, Blanchard, I think is her name. Anyway, long story short, she played younger Judy, like when she was younger, and that got Emmy nominated for that. And kind of from then on, I was like, wait, what? This Frances Gum girl? That's who Dorothy was. You know, that's who Judy Garland was, and stuff like that. And so there's just so much information. I don't want to give too much away, but there's so much in this play that if you know anything about Judy Garland, that you're like, oh, I totally knew that. That's a fun fact that I knew, or I didn't know that. That's cool that really happened. And so this was in the Amarillo Globe News article about how she kept a scrapbook of horrible things that, you know, occurred to other people, because she wanted to go, oh, okay, like I don't have it so bad. Like, look, this person, something really horrible happened. And so just like that, I'm like, wow, that's so interesting to think that's what she did to kind of just get through the day.
I'm so excited to see this.
Yeah.
I really cannot wait. And Gabe is too. He will be there opening night.
Good. Yay, Gabe.
Yay, Gabe.
Jacob, with this show, who should come see this show? Because it is End of the Rainbow, it is rated R, but who do you think should come see this show?
Well, everybody.
So I can bring the Academy kids?
Well, no, I wouldn't do that.
Would Liz like it?
I see what you're saying. You know, it is a very mature show. I have warned the people I work with that it's a very mature show, but I do that with my other shows as well. So I would say, you know, high school on up would probably be okay.
Yeah, agreed. And
high schoolers, get your parents' permission.
Exactly. It's rated R. I mean, there's language, there's some content warnings that we've put out there on our website about the show and things like that, you know, but it's a phenomenally written show. It's phenomenally acted. Ben has done a phenomenal job directing it. You know, when you have people like Jacob and Joe and you know, Reverend Dr. Jacob.
Get it right.
Which that was probably fun for you and Joe, because you guys were playing opposite each other in Cabaret last or 2 seasons ago.
Yeah, I love Joe, and we've developed a really close friendship since doing Cabaret, where we were opposite each other. And Annika and I are both with her, and Joshua, and If Then last year. Yeah. And so I just love every time I get to do something with Joe. So.
Yeah.
You already feel very, very comfortable in very intimate, vulnerable roles. So that's really nice not to have to get to know someone, you know, for this kind of play. You already know them. So.
Well, and you have to be an ensemble. You have to, I mean, it's almost like a tennis match with you guys on stage of just kind of on stage going back and forth, and all of a sudden then a third person will come in the mix and then go off. And so you really have to trust each other and trust your director and to be safe out there. Tell us real quick also who all is in the band of End of the Rainbow, the amazing musicians that are a part of this show as well.
Bobby Schaefer is on bass, who is also in the play. And James Barger, who's a professor at WT, is on reed. And reed is just a fancy word for saying he plays like 5 different instruments during the show.
Does he play the baritone xylophone? No,
he does not. But he did play the baritone saxophone in Beautiful.
Oh,
I think he did. Nice. But in this show, he plays alto sax, tenor sax, flute, and clarinet. So he has them all in front of him in the pit. And then Tristan Mao, who is new to AOT, is on drums. And Sergio Almanza is on trumpet. He's new to AOT. And then we have Abraham Wood, who's done several shows with us on trombone. So it's 6 pieces, including me on piano, which was the original instrumentation for the Broadway production. I went and looked it up. So it will be really nice with those instruments. It kind of gives you that big band sound that you would associate with Judy.
The band sounds amazing. I'm telling you right now. And that's what's I think such a cool element of this show. You guys, I'm telling you, get your tickets. This show, you have these amazing performances. The set's phenomenal. The story is about Judy Garland in her last years of her life. We have live musicians, live band on our stage playing this amazing music. We have original Raymond Gerard costume pieces that are built and designed specifically for Joe.
Gorgeous.
Yeah, gorgeous. Bonnie Broder, who's a phenomenal costumer, has costumed the rest of you guys phenomenally. Jeff Jarnigan, who we all know and love, has done his wonderful magic, creating the look of the wigs,
She looks exactly
the makeup.
like her.
Exactly, yeah.
You don't even have to like blur your eyes.
No.
Like
Now, Jason, I have to say, every night Jeff asks if he can do my hair, and I'm beginning to. So, as artistic director, I would like you to reach out to him and tell him that needs to stop.
Hello. I think you should. I think I remember for our Into the Woods when Scott Royster had that white little curl. He had that white little like soft freeze curl for your dad.
That's
so
right.
there could be something he could add if need be.
Still
That's true.
Action, you know?
Yeah, you never know. I'm gonna laugh if the last year you come out with like a mohawk or something. We're like, oh no.
Oh my god. I wonder, like, if you ever had to have like a name tag, would it be like the size of an iPad?
With the amount of titles that you have?
Reverend Doctor.
Oh, well, I don't use my titles like that. So.
I would.
Oh.
No.
I would be like, I have to park here, ma'am. Get out of the way.
Uh-huh.
I am Reverend Doctor.
Check out my iPad name tag.
Well, there are abbreviations for Reverend and Doctor, so.
Rev Doc?
Yeah.
Okay, Rev Doc.
Rev Dra.
Ooh. If we played sports, that's what we would say. But we don't play sports. Yeah. Sadly, no. Yeah.
No.
Well, we appreciate you being a part of Thursdays at 3 today, Jacob.
Well, thank you for having me. It's been a lot of fun.
Anything else that you want our viewers to know about the show? Anything else that you're like, don't forget this, or
well, it is one of the most well-written scripts I think I have read or watched. The dialogue is so witty. It goes by very quickly, and it's just a beautiful, tragic, funny, dramatic play. I mean, I can't think of any more positive things to say about the script. And I'm not just saying that because I'm in it, but it's a really profoundly moving script.
Oh, agreed. And you guys have just done wonders with it. And so we cannot wait for this first night. And we should say, this is the first night of our 96th season for the Adventure Space.
Oh, wow.
You know, Puffs opened up in this space in July, kind of kicked off the season, but this is the first show of the Adventure Space season for our 96th season at ALT. Pretty epic, pretty historical. That's pretty awesome. We're so glad you're a part of it.
Yeah. Don't miss shows this season, guys. It's going to be such a great season, and we're kicking it off. Start it off right and get your tickets. Get your tickets. Come see End of the Rainbow this weekend. Don't forget, Thursday shows are at 7:30, Fridays and Saturdays 8 o'clock, Sunday matinees at 2:30. After this Sunday matinee, we will have a talk back session as well, which I can't wait for. Those are always so fun and informative. Talk all about the ins and outs of Ben's directing style and all of that good stuff. And then, of course, we want to remind people this is at the Adventure Space. Doors open 30 minutes beforehand. So if you're like, I'm going to come see the show tonight, doors won't open till 7 o'clock. So don't. Not an hour before. Yeah, not an hour at the Adventure Space, just 30 minutes. Yeah. Come on down, get a specialty cocktail. It's going to be a great night at the theater. And tonight's 2 for 1. And there's only 30 seats. Right before we started this, some of those might already got only 30 seats left. 2 for 1. Come on down. Come on down. And it's selling quickly. It is, y'all. So Jacob told us it's turning yellow as I kick Annika, but it's turning yellow on our website. So that means tickets are selling fast. And once word of mouth after this amazing opening weekend goes, they're going to go even faster. Yeah. So go ahead and get your tickets now and get ahead of the game. Yep. Agreed. All right. Jacob, thank you for talking to us tonight, Jacob. Break a leg. We love you. Bye. Everyone else next week on Thursdays at 3. Bye, y'all. Bye. Boop, boop, boop.